Well, it's Thanksgiving, and I wanted to just send out a personal message to my subscribers. Express my thanks. I always feel like there's a lot of pressure to be thankful this time of year. It's like, oh, make a list of the things you're thankful for. So I went ahead and did that. Actually, I tried. I couldn't come up with anything. At least related to the Vikings. Now, I asked my wife a couple of things she's thankful for. There's some about the kicker, and then, of course, my ex-wife. She's always got to be one up on the ex-wife. But thankful, as I was saying, I'm thankful for my subscribers. I passed 2,000 subscribers a couple weeks ago, which is, I don't know. It's like, by YouTube standards, it's pretty small potatoes. But it is still nice to cross these milestones. And I think the people who do subscribe, in general, a lot of them are pretty devoted. And we have a little bit of maybe a little bit of a cult following here. It's a small group of passionate people who aren't your typical Vikings fans, or if they're not Vikings fans, not your typical football fans who what you see on social media and everything. There's the fanboys, or there's the people who are just wanting to tear everything down if something goes wrong. And we need someone kind of in the middle who's just looking at things a little bit objectively.
Rick Spielberg, get him out of here.
And not parroting what the team is saying, not parroting what the media is saying. Also, not getting too deep into X's and O's, but just kind of a little bit of bringing some intelligence to it.
Worthless. He's worthless. Worthless. Worthless.
And some thought to it.
And he sucks. I mean, he just sucks. He just sucks.
But not getting too into the details where we're turning it into like a coaching session or whatever, or a tutorial. But anyway, this channel, it's gone past 2,000 subscribers. Be great if it could keep growing. There's a limit to how big it'll get, I'm sure, because it's a bit of a niche audience. You know, people who want to hear someone commiserate about Vikings. But the point of this channel, when it started, was not for it to be me kind of watching me die inside as I talked about the Vikings. It was started in 2009 when Brett Favre signed with the Vikings. I want to thank you guys for tuning in to week 1 of the Chili Report. And I had never made videos before. I'd never done anything for YouTube, never done much of anything. And I just like, well, I'm going to try this. This is the most exciting thing I can imagine. Brett Favre signing with the Vikings. Let's make a video each week. Puzzling moment of the week was there's a DirecTV commercial starring Tom Arnold.
All right, next problem. Who's got it?
In which this guy talks about having to go to the bathroom. And
my problem is that I have a really small bladder.
I didn't know what I was doing, but I just went and did it. And it was so fun for, I don't know, 12, 13 weeks, 14 weeks. It was so fun. I mean, that final play, I couldn't believe it. I still can't believe that happened. Wasn't that awesome?
That's the throw deep and does to the end zone for Greg Lewis. Touchdown! Touchdown!
It's kind of like 1998, where it was just fun. You just looked forward to every Sunday. And after every Sunday, when they would win, you're just on cloud 9. That was the point of this channel. It was supposed to be fun.
Off the fingertips of Taylor!
Then 2010, the 29, of course, ended horribly, and I didn't want to do any more. I wanted to just crawl into a hole and die.
Oh, do die.
Oh, that's his natural expression.
And 2010 came along. I'm like, well, I guess I'll start doing more videos. And it was a terrible season. About midway through the season, I was just ready to spontaneously combust. It was no fun making videos. Just all work. And I don't think the videos were that good or anything. So I stopped making videos because it just wasn't fun. The Vikings were terrible for years. They were pretty good in 2015, but in 2015 I moved. Did not have any time to make videos. 2017 they got good all of a sudden. Right after I made a video saying how they were super overrated. This guy makes me sick. Brian Robinson. And then 2018 came along. I'm like, well, shoot, this could be fun. Vikings went to the NFC Championship game. They signed this guy, Kirk Cousins, who I was not excited about. But I'm like, hey, he's probably better than Case Keenum. So they're probably going to be as good or better than they were last year. They're going to have a chance to go to the Super Bowl. Let's make videos. And that season was horrible.
Anthony Barr wants no part of Josh Allen.
Tom Arnold is the Jets quarterback.
Then in 2019, they did get better. There was actually some enjoyment there. They got to the playoffs. They won a playoff game.
Yes! Yes! Rudolph! Yes!
Oh my God.
Yes! Yes! I guess Taysom Hill can't play defense.
And then, they just kind of sucked in the second playoff game. But it just kind of hasn't ever been really fun since 2009. 2022, they had a good record, but it was kind of a miserable. It was just very stressful. Every game was so stressful. There's the big win at Buffalo that they kind of almost won by accident. Was that the year they were losing like 33-0 or 30-something-0 to the Colts and came back and won. And it's like, well, this is exciting, but this is also kind of screwed up here. This is not just a good team beating teams like it was in 2009. It's like they're winning by accident. And then 2024, last year, they had a good record again. But again, it just wasn't that fun. It just hasn't been that fun. And they haven't won a playoff game since 2019, or I guess it was in January 2020. It just hasn't been fun. So anybody who watches this or has come late to the game who thinks maybe the point of this channel is just to be miserable and share in our misery. That's not the point. That's just kind of how it's been. Vikings just haven't been that good for quite a long time. They haven't been really good since 2009. 2017, they were close to really good, but they really weren't as good as their record, and that showed in that NFC Championship game.
Xavier Rhodes on the bench, not out there on 3rd down and 10. And Foles able to get away and throw. Pass is caught.
So really, I just want them to be good again. Just kind of normal good. Just be good. Relatively consistent. That's all I want. I want to be able to come on here and talk about good things and make fun of the bad things, but have a bit of joy along with it. Have it not be just me kind of choking back vomit as I talk through it.
He choked on vomit.
It was actually someone else's vomit.
Very recently, I guess my videos have been getting a little bit longer, I think, where I do a little bit less editing. I do more reactions. I don't know if people like that or not, but some of that is it takes less work to just react. Also, I think it can be more entertaining because you get more off-the-cuff reactions, comments. It's not at all scripted. And as I go back and watch some of that, I'm like, well, this is actually, I think, better than a lot of what I've seen in the past on my channel. It's just very visceral. I actually wrote down when I saw that play, I wrote WTF 4 straight times with 4 exclamation points. Very real. Times in the past, obviously I'm acting. I criticized J.J. McCarthy or Kevin O'Connell for being posers. It's like sometimes I'm a poser, right? Sometimes we're all posers. We're trying to act. We're trying to get attention, trying to be interesting. And in that effort to try to be interesting, you can kind of be annoying, I think. And I think being real is kind of where it's at these days. That's more of what I want to do. be real. And it'd be nice to be able to be real and be positive. It'd be nice to be like 2009 where you just have a really good team that's fun to watch. Or 98 team that's just fun to watch. Even 2019 where they're at least good, you know. They're a good team that is close to being great but just not there. And I guess what I want this channel to be is different. And I don't watch other channels, other Vikings channels. Or even like, I really don't watch the media coverage, hardly at all, of the Vikings. Number one, it's just, not that I don't have time, it's just I would rather watch other stuff. Like, you know, some schlub in his basement giving a ranking of all the Kiss albums, you know. Or watching Pete Pardo on Sea of Tranquility go through his t-shirt collection.
Greetings, everyone. Pete Pardo here from Sea of Tranquility. Welcome to part 5 of a tour through my t-shirt collection.
I don't know. I find that more interesting than seeing whoever, Stephen A. Smith, talk about football. So I want it to be different. Somewhat unaffected by the media, unaffected by social media. Just my take. Not overly X's and O's, and very little X's and O's, actually. But someone who's watched football long enough and watched the Vikings long enough to have enough intuition to know when things look bad, when things look good. And also to kill some sacred cows.
Anthony Barr wants no part of Josh Allen.
And I'm not trying to be contrarian. You may see videos that seem inconsistent from week to week. If I look back at my videos this year, I probably was acting like a fan of J.J. McCarthy after week 1 when he had that comeback. And maybe after week 5 or 6 or 7 or whatever week it was when he beat the Lions. And he had that great pass to win the game, to cinch it. And it's like, well, I want to be a fan. I want to be positive. I want to celebrate good things, right? But it also, when good things happen, it doesn't mean that like, I think this person is the greatest player ever. I want to enjoy it and spread that message occasionally. This is great. We got a guy who made a great play to win us the game. Let's celebrate. Let's not focus on the slow throwing motion or any of that, or the inaccuracy. Let's not focus on that. Okay? Let's focus on that he made a play to win the game, which is more than Kirk Cousins often could do. But then probably more recently, I'm more negative about J.J. McCarthy. But then this past week, I'm defending him kind of because a lot of people are coming down on him for the loss against the Packers, and I'm not so much defending him as just saying you're wrong, like you're dumb to just point it at him. This is a team that is screwed up. You got an offensive line that can't block. You got play calling just idiotic. You got special teams that screws you in key moments all the time. You got a defense that just is kind of okay. So to just put it all on J.J. McCarthy when you drop back and you got 4 guys in your face, sorry. That's a system breakdown that's been going on for years. So I'm not trying to be contrarian. Not at all. Sometimes it happens. I may, in a sense, be contrarian because the status quo or the party line or the majority opinion is often really stupid and wrong. So I will tend to be against that. But anyway, just to close out, I just want to thank you all for supporting this channel, just watching it, liking. If you're not a subscriber, please subscribe. Please tell your friends. And the most important thing is that we all come together. Okay, this is a divisive time. I want us all to come together in our hatred of Sean Payton. Thank you.
Books, if you're interested in that stuff. All right. How about a little Jimi Hendrix? Got so many people have been asking, Pete, where's the Hendrix? Come on, Pete, where's the Hendrix? Well, there you have it, right there. Actually, I just ordered myself a Band of Gypsy shirt.